Hello. Today I wanted to talk about friendships, finding new friendships, making new friends, because it's key to a healthy life is having good friends. And if you're finding yourself in a place where you're feeling more isolated, and these days that's really easy to do, especially with technology and Facebook and whatnot, to feel like you have your friends and you do that. But there's nothing like sitting down with real flesh and blood and dynamic conversations in the real moment, So if you're finding yourself at a shortage or at a loss for that in your life, there are really some easy ways to create that. And that is like look in your little local paper for a calendar of events, groups. Do you like to read? Do you like to, whatever it is you like to do? Sometimes I'll just, in the past especially, I would just open the paper, the little local paper, and just say, okay, what's in here for me today? Don't get hung up on all the information, the news, especially all the negative stuff. Don't get hung up there. You can look at it, but just don't get caught. And go to the page of calendar of events and see what piques your interest. Circle it. Make the phone call. Contact this person. Whatever it might be. People that like to take walks in the woods. I'm into nature, so that's what I kind of keep going to that. But you find some really neat people that like nature. There's something about them. And if you want to learn how to, go birding or hiking, not that you have to learn how to hike, but join a little walking group. You like to read, certain kind of books. There's all kinds of book clubs around. Focused on, this is a mystery book club, here's a history book club, here's a whatever it might be, women's writings or poetry or whatever. And just keep asking to be led. Open a paper and ask to be led to what you need and see what your eyes find. And then make the phone call, do the work, right? You have to make the phone call, you have to make the connection, and show up for a meeting. And give it a try. Maybe something takes a couple times to start feeling like, oh yeah, I could do this, especially if it's unfamiliar territory, and you're stretching, let's stretch ourselves, right? We need to stretch ourselves out of our comfort zones and into areas like, this is something I always wanted to try, but I was fearful. So, give these things a shot. And it's amazing what they can do and how they may not even serve the purpose you think they're going to serve, but they'll serve the greater purpose, something you really do need, The divine always knows what you need. Whatever that power that's greater than all of us, you call it. I'm calling it divine in this moment. Whatever name you give it, always knows. So tap into that. Tap into that knowingness that's always present, and connect yourself into the knowingness so you can tap into the yes and the no's of it. And find your people, find your tribe, find your connections in, because we can only do so much on our own, and we're only supposed to do so much on our own, and the rest of it is really doing it with other people, finding ways to connect in with other people. Oh, missed that. Okay, gotta make a turn here. And what else was I going to tell you? Something good. Okay, anyway, so find your people, find things to do, and let your body be your, it's really important to tune into your body's messages, and I always know when I'm in the right place. Always? Maybe I shouldn't say always. That's pretty far, pretty big statement, but, check it out. When you feel comfortable, this feels like a nice group of people, or wow, this isn't really working. Doesn't mean stick with it. Don't suffer. Enough suffering. This is something that you do for fun, for pleasure, for growth. Doesn't always have to be hard, really does not have to be hard. Make it an exploration, make it a discovery process, like children learning how to play. Children playing. We have to learn how to play. Children already know how to do it, So, that's all. Simple. Ask to be led, open a paper, do your work, find new ways to connect in, and build friendships. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I wanted to tell you that I used to be a long distance runner many years ago, and a shorter distance runner less time ago. But anyway, when I was that, I wanted to find someone to run with. I just felt like, oh, it'd be really nice to have a running partner, just someone to help support you get out there, every day. And so I made this list. I designed this sign-up sheet, and asking people to sign up if they were interested, what kind of runner they were, distance-wise, what time they'd be available to do it. Just really feeling I wanted to make some community happen around running. And the funny thing is, and I went to post it in my libraries where I, at the time, wanted to do it. This is talking about before the internet. Sorry. Not sorry, but it's just the truth. So, we were limited in our ways of communicating to the larger masses, But especially this is about neighborhood stuff. You wouldn't drive distances to try to run with someone. You just want someone close by. And okay. And the funny thing is that I made this beautiful, I calligraphied it, the whole thing, and made this sign-up sheet. And then I went to the printer to make copies. You didn't have copiers in your house then either. So, and you know what? The young woman who took my order at the printing shop became my running partner. So you see, I did the work. I thought it was going to be a big community thing, a big library, everyone's going to read this. I'm going to have a gang of people. I didn't need a gang. I really just needed one. I really needed just one running partner. I'd run with, other people if they wanted to, but that's really was what I was interested in. And isn't that beautiful? It just turned around like that so that I got what I needed. I didn't have to do a whole organizing crews of people to run with. One person. So we became each other's running partner. And so that's a great example of how it can work. You put out what you want, you put out what you need, you do your work, and boom, there it was. So funny. All right. So here I am, and that's all there is for right now. All right. Stay well. Hope you're well.